Hello everyone, I hope you're well. Welcome to my YouTube and welcome to the video I always do when I'm having new products released. The new products, as this video goes live, the new products are available on my website. The new products have also been dispatched to the stockists. If your stockist has ordered, those have all gone out. So I'm just going to do a quick video, and the main purpose of the video is one, to show you the stamps in a little bit more detail, and mainly to show you some of my samples, because I think it's the samples that really give you the ideas of what you can do with the projects. And you can, if you could also look out for Lucy, Victoria, Anne, Rebecca, Patricia, they all have beautiful projects as well with the stamps and stencils. Thank you very much, ladies. I couldn't do it without you, so thank you for your support and friendship. So I'd just like to go through them quickly. I'm not going to go in too much detail because I know you must get a little bit bored with the videos, so I don't want to sort of get too repetitive. So what I'm going to do first is go through the snippet stencils. Now, the reason I release the snippet stencils is they're just handy, they're a perfect size, they're good value, and they're so usable, and that's why I release them. So we've got 5 snippet stencils. We've got snippet stencil SS8, which is light bulb, and I just love these. They're a really good size. So you can see this is 4 inches square and it takes up most of that space. And you can have the stencil this way or this way, whichever you wish. And you've also got the cutout piece as well. So that's snippet stencil SS8. And then I wanted one a slightly different shape. So we've got snippet stencil SS9, which is bulb. And this is that one. It's more elongated. This is a fatter one. This is more elongated. And once again, you have the cutout. And I hope you love my samples when you see them, because I've never had so much fun on a piece of card ever. They've just been brilliant. They're just so easy to use. So that's 8 and 9. Let's get them in order. Then we've got snippet stencil 10. Which is called Jar, and I just won't pick the stencil up. So this is a sort of jar, and you can see I've cut a mask out there and just stuck it on the back of my packaging. So this is the jar, again a really good size, and you've got the cutout as well from your stencil. Just a beautiful size. And of course I've got stamps to go with them, and the stamps actually fit inside the stencils. They're smaller in size. So that is snippet stencil 10 jar. So, and I like to keep the names quite simple because my poor little pea brain can't cope with too complicated names. Snippet stencil 11 is tag, and the idea of the shape tag is you can use all your older stamp sets with them, the tagged alphabet, the tagged little ones I've got with little numbers in, the tags with some florals in, so you can use the old ones, but also it's so usable. Again, takes up most of the stencil, and that is SS11, and of course you've got the cutout as well. So that's SS11. There are 5 snippet stencils. Can you see I can't pick them up because all the bits. So there are 5 snippet stencils, and then the last one is the heart. Again, you can use it both ways, whichever way you wish. That is snippet stencil 12, and you've got the lovely heart, again, can use both ways, as the cutout piece. So let's just bring all these in. So there's 5 snippet stencils, and I'm hoping you love the artwork that I've done. I'm so chuffed with the makes. The makes, I've not done as many makes because they're a lot more detailed this time. So now we'll go through the stamps in order. So we've got A7 stamps, TE24 and TE25, and of course they go with the snippets SS8 and SS9. and these fit inside the stencil. So they fit inside there. Then you've got the smaller ones as well. I've also stamped the images out, which I will show you afterwards. So you've got the stamps. Actually, let's just grab the... So here you go, you've got them stamped out. And I would suggest you do this because you can just get a feel for how the stamps work. So you've got the little clocks, a lovely size. You've got the light bulb. Let me just grab my tape measure. Tape measure. I've had the tape measure out for measuring parcels, couldn't find it then. So at the fattest part, the little bauble is around about 1 1/4, and in height, they're almost 2 1/4. So a really good size, and the same, that'll be pretty much the same size. And you've just got on TE24, you've got unlock your creativity, spark of creativity, imaginative, artistic, and original for your wording. On TE25, you've got live for the moment and precious moments, and they work beautifully together, which I will show you on my samples. I just think the samples are going to give you the most ideas. And of course, you know me by now, I'm going to be coming along with lots of inspiration. We've then got, let me just move that one out of the way for now. We've then got 26 and 27 A7 stamps. We have the little jar here, and that little jar fits in the jar snippet stencil. And of course, we had to have a little Colin the caterpillar, didn't we? Now these florals here, because I wanted you to get more use out of your 6x6 stencil, these florals coordinate perfectly with the snippets, the 6x6 stencil that I bought out previously. And I can't wait to show you the samples, but there's a Colin the caterpillar because there had to be. And then we've got the word birthday wishes on there if you want to just tuck that in, and a thank you on there as well. Then TE27, we had to have a moth because we've got light bulbs. Did you get it? Sort of, well, you know what I'm like. So we've got a beautiful moth. So let's just grab these stamped out. Where are we? So let's grab these out for you. So you've got the jar, and the jar is sort of 1 1/4 in width, and again 2 1/4 almost in length. Your florals, the tallest one is just over 3.5 inches. The shortest one is 1 3/4. And then you've got this beautiful moth, and you've got a smaller one as well, and you've got this little leaf as well that works really well, and I love the collage on this. And you've got the word insect. So let's put those here. So that's 26 and 27 that are A7 stamps. Let's put this out of the, looks like I'm keeping them in my wallets. And then we've got stamp set 28 and 29. Let me grab the stamping for you, which does help, doesn't it? So we've got 29 and 28. Now 28 is honesty, and this is the honesty seed pods. And when you stamp these in colours, wait till you see them. So you've got the honesty seed pods, and I've just saved a seed pod for you. She says, you watch, I'll have lost this damn seed pod. This is an honesty seed pod dried in my garden, and what you can do is you can just add the little seeds with just little dots if you wish, or just leave it blank. But that's an honesty seed pod. So there's your honesty seed pods. This one is separate so that you can play around with it a bit. Let's place this plastic on here because that's going to drive me mad. You've got one stem here, and you've got this separate, and you've got the word seed pods. Let me measure that for you. So the largest one is going up to this point here, it's sort of 3 1/4. Going a little bit further down, that's 2 3/4 in height. The little one is 2 inches. So that's seed pods. It doesn't have to be used with that. You wait till I show you when it's used on its own. It's glorious. So that's 29. And then we've got the honesty stamp. I just love the leaves. You can use them on their own, which you'll see me. You've got the honesty plant, and then we've got the text. Most recognised by their seed pods, almost like papery translucent coins. These hang on to the plant well into the winter months. Wonderful in floral arrangements. So that's your text. Lunaria is the other name for honesty. And then you've got the flower sort of zoomed up, and it's the same honesty flower. Again, stamp it in colours and it works wonderful. You've also got enjoy every moment. So that's your honesty stamp. So that's 20, 28 and 29. 28 is A6, 29 is A7. Which packaging did this come out of? This one, didn't it? Why am I asking you like you know which one I put the packaging in? It's like you're just here in the room with me. So there's 28 and 29. And then I have an A5 stamp. And the A5 stamp is TE30 Garden Elements. Let me bring in the stamped elements for you. Let's grab the background. You have a background stamp, which is the whole stamp, which you can break up into pieces as well. Now that, on its own, is 4¼ inches from there to there. It's also around about 2¾ inches in width and coordinates with new, old, just released, and it works beautifully. We've also got a little wren, large and small, and the blackbirds. We've got the word wren. Now this floral here, I actually picked up off the floor a skeleton of a hydrangea flower, and that's exactly what that is. So let me show you the large hydrangea flower. And you could use these as wings, which you'll see the DT members have. But this is a beautiful skeleton of a hydrangea floral, and that is the smaller version for you. I'm just going to bring that stamp up again for you, just so that you can see. It's just a beautiful stamp. Did I not stamp out the toad lily? Oh, I did. Of course I did. And there's the toad lily. We've got a lovely toad lily for you, which are gorgeous later in the year. And this is around about, oh crag, it's quite big, 3¾ inches in height. So it's 3¾ inches in height, and it's stunning when it's coloured. Stunning. So I'd recommend that you actually stamp those out because it makes it a lot easier for you. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you my samples, because I think that is what brings things to life. Now the samples that I show first, let's just move this out of the way. Now I need to, before I carry on and show you the samples, I need to reiterate that the stencils are sold separately. The stamps are in a bundle or in a bundle with the workshop. So the samples I show you now are in the workshop. Let me just grab these. Now there are not as many because they're very detailed. First of all, we'll show a card. And this is the card with the toad lily. And that is the honesty leaf, just here. Because I just adore this leaf, even on its own. I've added the little blackbirds here. And then I couldn't resist the penguin. I just couldn't resist. But this jar is going to be used amazingly. And why don't you team it up with the vase stencil, the vase snippet stencil? It's just wonderful. But just so that you can see that, it's just, the flower is completely flat, but it's just stunning when it's coloured. So that's the first card we did, and I haven't done all cards this time. And I've done another card with the toad lily and the heart snippet stencil in the background. And this is in the workshop. And I just love that. Again, coloured a little bit differently than it's coloured here. Just looks totally different. That's on the A5 stamp. Right, now, let me just grab the other card first. This is another card in the workshop with the light bulbs, just so you can see that they are completely flat, but I just adore them, and they're going to be used so much. And you could use them for a Christmas make as well, especially the little one. You could have like little light bulbs dangling, a bit like the old-fashioned ones you used to get on the trees, and you could have them in multicolours, so that would be lovely as well. Now, I haven't just done cards for this workshop. What I've done, the main part of the workshop is this accordion book. So let me just move this out a little bit so we can spread out. This is the front cover of the accordion. You can see I've got the light bulbs, the heart from the jar, the wren, the florals, the leaf from the honesty. And if I turn the book round, you can see the spine has also got the florals on. And if I turn it round to the back, you can see it's got the wren and the clocks as well from one of the A7 stamps. Now I'm going to open the accordion book. So when we open it, I'm going to try and do this now. Look at that jar. There's Colin the caterpillar. Just, these are stunning, these florals. And then you open this up and you've got, it's difficult to hold this really. You've then got the light bulbs again, the little floral. If we open this, we have the smaller light bulbs, the blackbirds. I just love them. We've got TE16 here, which is encompassed, and TE11 as well, because they all work together. We've then got the wren, and then the inside of the spine has been covered as well. Then if we open our accordion, which is not going to be easy, you can see I've used the light bulbs here. Can you see the background stamp in the background from the A5 stamp set? Look at them. Honesty seed pods. Don't they look lovely when they're coloured? And again, in the background, I've used TE16, which played a big part with these stamps. Just adore them. And then, let's close this up a little bit. We've got one of the larger light bulbs, but look, you can see it's an accordion. We've got one of the larger light bulbs. We've got that background stamp again from the A5 stamp set. We have this is all part of the workshop. It's many, many hours of videos. You've got the heart snippet stencil. You've got the clocks in the background and the florals. And then if we turn this over, you have the tag I've used, the background stamp from the A5 stamp set, the little wren and the florals. And then again, I've used the tag here, but with the light bulb inside and then the little wren. And again, TE16 is playing a big part along with TE11. Now, let me just spread this out again so you can see how far it comes out. So it is a proper accordion. And then the last page on the front cover has got the background stamp on it. It's got the little baubles as well and the clock. And then if we turn it over, the back, I've concentrated on the little moth, the insect. And we've added that to the background of the accordion. So that accordion book is in the workshop. Many hours. I think there's about 8 videos to create this. So this is in the workshop. It's workshop 112. You can buy that separately or in the bundle where you get £5 off the workshop. And I will be adding more projects to that workshop as well. So beautiful book. And then finally in the workshop at the moment is this mixed media piece. So you've got the light bulbs solid there, can you see? TE11 text stamp, the honesty stamp, just hope I've got it the right way, the honesty stamp, the light bulbs, all the different light bulbs in the background, the small, the large stencils, smaller stamps, the honesty, the little leaf from the moth. So I've incorporated that, and I have to say I absolutely adore this. It's very dimensional, it's very textural, and this again took quite a few hours. So this is also in workshop 112. Again, you can buy on its own or in a bundle, but I just love that. I love all these. If I zoom in there, there's these little textures with the text stamps. It makes me very happy. That text stamp, TE11. just adore this. So textural. I absolutely love it. So at the, oh, couldn't get my voice back. Let me just put them back out of the way. And I will be showing those on social media over time. And of course, I will also be adding more videos to YouTube. Shortly, once the release is released today and I've packed a few orders, I've also got a video prepped for you on YouTube where you can create these 2 cards as well. You've got the background stamp. You've got, again, TE16 plays a big part, but the background stamp in the background, the TE17 here, they all mix together, and all the bulbs, the floral, the bulb here, like a little plant pot holder. Just love them. Look at this, the kissing technique. But we do all that in the video on YouTube, which I will publish once I've released the products and I've got some of the orders out through the door. In the same video, we also create this sort of from leftovers. Again, with the light bulbs, the wren, just lots of little bits and pieces to the cards. So I will launch that video once it's once I've got up to date a little bit with some of the deliveries. But you know me, you know that my videos will be constant. Just so that we have another recap of the website. Where are we? Designs. So if I go to my website, when I'm on my iPad, sometimes it comes up like this. So what I need to do is sort of go down like this, and then I can see home, all products, and you'll see the new bundle on the front page once it's launched. And you can also go to all products. You can either go bundles or stamps, but just remember the stencils are sold separately. But don't worry, if you end up ordering a few stamps and then you come back and order stencils on the same day, I will refund the postage, the extra postage. I'm absolutely thrilled to bits with stamps. And you know me, I've been a stamper for many, many years now, and it's really what floats my boat. They bring me so much joy, and they just don't date, and I just really enjoy them. So all that's left for me to say is a huge thank you. As always, it's not taken for granted. A huge thank you for all of your support. Just whether it's comments, sharing, whether it's purchases, you really do keep me going, and it keeps my little business going as well. So love to all, and I'll see you all soon. Bye for now.